Hello, second graders. We're going to be learning about a wonderful artist whose name is Alma Woodsey Thomas. We're going to look a little bit at one of her works called The Eclipse and then work in her style. This is a picture of the artist, Alma Woodsey Thomas. Here she is on the side. This was a very special technique that she developed. She made large paintings filled with patterns of bright colors, and she painted with little dabs of color. A dab is, well, a sort of bup, 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 bup. And a lot of her work is round, and a lot of it is straight, but they all use little dabs of color. She was also the first African American artist to have a show at a famous museum in New York called the Whitney. So we're going to learn how she did hers and just kind of try it ourselves. But we're going to use some special materials. You will need your watercolor palette. All the colors we'll be using. You're going to need a container of water that you'll be able to dip into, and probably a paper towel in case you want to wipe something a little bit. Then the special tool we'll be using is called cotton swabs, or sometimes they're called Q-tips. You'll need a whole bunch of them. You'll need at least one for every color paint and a few extras in case the first ones get a little smushy. And then you need something round because we're going to start in the middle with something round. So I have this top from a jar. It's a good size. You don't want anything too tiny and you don't want anything too big because you start off with a square of paper. You can use the printer paper. If you have paper that's thicker than this, that would be even better. And it needs to be a square, I would say maybe 10 inches by 10 inches or 9 inches and 9 inches. You don't want it much smaller than that. And we can begin. First thing is, take a pencil and put your little, whatever you're circling with, tracing, in the middle. Is this the middle? No. Is that the middle? No. So this looks sort of like the middle to me. So hold it around and trace it all around. Then you won't need that anymore, so you could put that on the side. Oh, I have a little double line there. Okay, now we're going to take the Q-tip and dip it in the water and get it really, really wet so that it expands. It kind of soaks up the water and gets puffier. Now we'll start with red, and you're going to gently rub it around in the red so that, or roll it so that all the sides get covered, and we're going to paint the inside of the circle with it. There we go. Painting like this is fun. There, just paint the whole thing in until you're done. And I've got one that I already did that's dry. All right. I think the next color we'll use is yellow. So take the red Q-tip and just put it down there, and take a new one and soak it in the water. Make sure the little cotton on the end gets full of water, and then gently rub it in the yellow. I'll show you how again. Gently rub it. Don't smush and mush. All right, just gently rub it in the yellow. Sometimes you get a little piece that sticks out like this. It's very annoying. What I do if I have that is I just take my scissors and I carefully snip it off like that. There we go. Now, to make the little dabs of color, we don't want to use the point. We want to kind of get it on the side. So we hold it around and make little dabs. They look like little dashes, don't they? And I turn my paper as I go around. It just makes it a lot easier. I turn my paper, and if I need more paint, I'll rub it around a little again and finish all around your circle. And if you want to make a double line of a color, that's okay too. I think I need more water and a little more paint. And I will start. I'll dab it around, around, and around, and around. Turn my paper as I go until I'm all finished. And I have one here that's all dry and ready to go. There. I'll take my Q-tip with the yellow and just lay it down here because I may want it again. I'll take my new color. I think I'm going to use blue. So dip it in the water. Swish it around a little bit. Don't get it wet all the way, just the cotton part on the end. Make sure it gets enough water. And I'm ready to gently rub it on my paint, gently. And now I can start with my little blue dabs of color. Remember, turn the paper as you go. Turn, turn, turn little dabs, not big long lines, little dabs. I'm running out of blue, so I need some more. There we go. Little short dabs. There. And I think I can get one more in there. There we go. Now I have one here that's dry and ready. For my next color, let's put this one here. Take a new Q-tip. Remember, swish the end, only the end, into the water till it's nice and soft. And I think let's do a double row of orange. Dab, dab, a little bit around, a little bit, and turn the paper as you go. As you go, turn the paper. That's a little more orange I need on my cotton. Just a little dab. Remember, I'm using it on the side, not the point. So I hold it down like this. Little dabs all around. Now I think I want a second row of this color too. So I can continue with my second row. And I have one that's done here. Here we go, all dry. Now you're going to keep adding more and more rows. Now pretty soon you're going to come to the end. But you know what? You still have space left. You still have the corners like big circles going around, and you can continue all the way to the end, to the corners, or stop when you reach the ends. I decided to continue even into the little corners until you're all done. I think Alma Woodsey Thomas would be very proud of us if she saw a beautiful work. Please remember to take a picture and send it to me in my Gmail, which was in the original letter sent to your parents. But don't forget, when you email it to me, tell me who you are, who's emailing it, because I would love to see your work. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you for our next project, boys and girls.